Dr. Ben Carson, the former Secretary of Housing and Urban Development here in the United States under the Trump administration, has been making a splash this week, finally coming back out after a few months of being quiet. And he is once again on his whole race kick. Except Dr. Ben Carson, obviously, as we all know, a black man, is trying to say that somehow, he's not trying to say, he straight up said, racial equality here in the United States is racism. He said this in an op-ed this past weekend. He said it on Fox News again a couple days later this week. And he is sticking to his guns that if we become an equitable society with regards to race, that's actually racism. Now, if you're confused, don't feel bad. We all are, because this makes absolutely no sense. So I'm going to read you a little bit of what Dr. Ben Carson wrote. Moving our focus from equality to equity won't defeat racism. It's another kind of racism. And by the way, equality means everybody gets the same thing. Equity means people get what they need to all be on the same level. He continues, proponents of equity see no problem with treating groups of people differently based solely on race as long as it serves their agenda. This is what we used to call racism, and those not blinded by identity politics still recognize it as such. So basically, Ben Carson is saying that if we reach out a helping hand to communities of color, to people of color, we're somehow being racist. By acknowledging the reality of this country that we live in today and saying, hey, this particular group of people is being screwed over repeatedly, and we want to help them to not be screwed over. By acknowledging that, Dr. Ben Carson says we're being racist. What Dr. Ben Carson is really trying to say is, I got mine. I don't give a damn if you get yours. Because Ben Carson, as he always said, he grew up in public housing, right? His family was poor. But hey, he got out of it. He escaped. He became a successful neurosurgeon. Went on to have a wonderful movie starring Cuba Gooding Jr. as Ben Carson. Became Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. So he got his. So he doesn't care if the rest of the people of color in this country continue to get walked all over. He doesn't care that communities of color are disproportionately affected by pollution here in the United States. He doesn't care that statistically a black man is more likely to be shot by police officers than a white man, regardless of whether or not the individuals are armed. He doesn't care because he got his. The statistics show, okay, these things I'm talking about here, the statistics prove that African Americans here in the United States need a helping hand because they continue to get screwed over based solely on race in all kinds of different areas in this country. And I'm not talking about geographic areas, I'm talking about socioeconomic areas. He continues. He says, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spent a lot of time trying to get people to not look at external characteristics, which they cannot change, in which they cannot help, and instead to look at the things that you can change and the things that you can help, such as your character. Oh yeah, that's the problem, right? This is the same guy, by the way, who a few years ago said being poor is just a state of mind. You got to think positively, and then the money will somehow come rolling in. Ben Carson is an absolute nincompoop. He's a useful idiot for racist Republicans, right? That's what he is. He's the black friend that they bring out who says there's no racism in America. Addressing racism is in fact racism. So then Republicans can be like, see, hey, look, a black guy said this thing. So, hey, we're all cool now. That's not how it works. Ben Carson is lying or he's delusional. One of the two. And unfortunately, only he knows for sure which one of those two things he is. A liar or somebody suffering from delusions.